This is 100 days of ARK Survival Evolved continued. I did 100 days on the island map and said if you get me 1,000 likes on the video, I'll do another one. You guys blew it out of the water. Honestly, it really took me by surprise. So here we are at day 101, giving you what you wanted. If you didn't see it and you're wondering how I got all this stuff, I'd recommend checking out the first 100 days I did and then coming back to this one. But if you want to see the end first, buckle up, because this is a revenge tour. That's right, we're here to get revenge and do some of the things I wanted to do but ran out of time. Like build an epic treehouse, tame a bunch more animals, do some more breeding, and maybe actually find a wreck saddle. What do you think? We got a lot to do, so let's get started. So we make a list of what we need. We need to get a farm going. We got to get some serious cooking this time. That's something we really neglected last time. I need a new Rex army. Rest in peace, Rex army #1. You will always be remembered. We need a new Uti. We need a new Mr. Snuffleupagus. My Uteranus didn't make it. And we need more tames to help in the caves. You guys mentioned that Megatherium army might be a possibility for the Broodmother, so we're going to take a run at that as well. First thing I did was check out my other bases and scour them for resources to rebuild, and honestly try to remember what the hell I had because it's been a few months. I found a butt ton of charcoal, so I made some gunpowder. I fast traveled back to my home base after that and started breeding my Rexes. Cleaned up and got reorganized. By the end of day 101, I had everyone back where I wanted them and was collecting eggs and trying to figure out the cooking situation. The problem with cooking has been access to water. I didn't think about that when I built this base, so I've got this weird menagerie in the back, and I have to run water to my cooking pot. It sucks. Day 102 started with a metal run, and Spike just went kind of nuts. I guess he got used to not doing anything. He was running all over the place. Once he calmed down, some jackwagon RG decided to mess with us. After that, I was able to get my metal and return to base to check on my Rex eggs. While the metal was cooking, I started working on fertilizer for a new farm I was planning. This was a big job, so I replaced Turd Ferguson with Rex #2 and put him to work. We need bigger poop. Much bigger poop.
Rex #1, I might have to change your name to Rex #2, because that is your new job.
Day 103, and I'm fully in baby Rex raising mode now, with my new army growing up fast and needing imprinting and a lot of food. And just running around crazy, basically. When I say they needed a lot of food, I mean a lot of food. So meat runs. Lots of meat runs. I went out munching on everything, basically wiping the map around my house and eating my way through all the dinos in sight so I could feed my growing army of Revenge Rexes. That's right. I named them my Revenge Rex army. It's kind of hard to say. So they got numbered RR1 through 20 just to make it easier, kind of like last time. Because I will have my revenge on the Broodmother, the Alpha Broodmother. Oh yes. I will have my revenge. I spent the afternoon meat running and ran across a high-level theory to pair with murder chicken, so I made a trap for it. He was being a little butt and wouldn't get in. Finally got him in and realized it was a different one. So I emptied the trap and went for the right one. But I never did find him. Seems about right, huh? On day 104, the Rexes were grown and I went grocery shopping. I needed fur to make a few sets of armor, a good Rex saddle. It's gonna be the best Rex saddle ever. It's going to be super cheap. A Uti, a pair of Megatherium, and whatever else we've run into. So we're basically just looking for everything.
Oh, you're the one.
A 130 Megatherium. Honestly, this is the first one I've seen over 100 on this entire playthrough, so I tried to trap her.
Get back in there. No!
And that didn't work. This is a trap I had built for Murder Chicken, and it wasn't quite big enough, so she hopped right over, and I had to do it on foot or risk losing her.
No, 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 no! Just keep hitting that. You're mad at the wall. Where'd he go? How do you lose him so quick? Oh, there he is.
I finally got it knocked out and started building some spike walls to protect it. Apparently this guy thought that was funny.
Dude, get the hell out of here.
Me and Billy argued about what he liked to eat for a bit.
What do you think he likes to eat? Don't look at me, bro. I don't freaking know.
Then I looked it up, saw they liked bee honey, and ran back to a hive I had remembered near my house to get some. We tamed her up.
We did it! We got one!
Stuck her in a cryopod and then went looking for more targets of opportunity.
Oh, hey. Are you a boy? No, you suck. You're female level 10. Literally the exact opposite of what I want.
I saw some Utis and had a moment of silence for Mr. Snuffleupagus.
I don't know if I'm ready for a Uti yet. Or Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Getting a Uni was just an absolute nightmare last time. I think I'm way better prepared now, but I'm still not sure if I'm ready to start that mess again. So I spent the rest of the day looking, but didn't find anything worth taming, and I headed home to check on my Rexes.
What up, Rex? How y'all doing? Y'all eat all the food?
I wasn't planning to use them for a while, so I was basically planning to just let them passively level while I was doing other things to see how far that would get me. Also, I wasn't 100% on if I was actually going to use them or if I could find a Megatherium army and make that instead. But it's always good to have a Rex army. Am I right?
Can you stop pooping on my head, please?
As it turned to day 105, I pulled Doc out of the cryo fridge to get the Rexes to cuddle him so that they could heal up faster. Not sure how Doc felt about it, but he looks to be enjoying the attention.
All right. I think we're good. Everybody hug? You guys all hugging? Stop it. I said we're good. All right. Doc's gonna heal you, okay?
Then I used all the pelt I had gathered to make 3 sets of fur armor. Yeah, we talked about this already. Last time sucked. We'll learn from our mistakes this time. I hope. I think we will. While in the crafting mood, I gathered up the resources to make 20 new Rex saddles. Ladywood, my beaver, kept getting in the middle of all this, and it was starting to concern me a little bit.
Why are you in here again? Ladywood, get out of here. This is no place for a lady.
Now it was time to focus on the farm. I'd collected a decent amount of fertilizer and decided to just build some crop plots at my house and hope the rain would keep them watered, so I wouldn't have to build a separate greenhouse where I had to pipe in water.
Where you at, Mike?
I grabbed some seeds off Mike
4 long grass. 4 of those.
and spent the rest of the day planting, fertilizing and watering and just getting them started. I just planted the 4 main veggies. Mike's been with me since the beginning, and I just couldn't let him go for the berry gathering, even if he's a bit slow, and he kind of sucks. Oh, and I got to take Murder Chicken out for some fiber.
Fiber time.
I love that guy. Or girl. I love that girl.
Butter chicken, picking fiber with big claws.
Being on Murder Chicken got me feeling nostalgic, so I decided to take Bobcat and Posey for a run around to see what we could get into. As day 106 arrived, we hadn't found any new friends, and we returned home with a butt ton of meat. But I didn't have my Rexes set to passive.
That's bad.
So every time some dumbass would show up, I had to get them all back together.
That's really bad.
I'm always torn on this because I've left stuff on passive and lost it before.
You're good?
So I spent most of the day trying to get everyone back into place. And of course, Ladywood was back in the middle again. Dirty little beaver.
Then it happened again.
No, damn it! What are y'all doing? It was starting to be a pain, so I set a lot of them to passive and then set a few guards out on neutral and hoped nothing would get to the Rexes. I put away some of the guys as well that I didn't need to try to cut down on some of the chaos. That's right, Ladywood. You need to cool off a bit. Tired of pulling you out of this Rex pile. This took most of the day, and by evening I'd had enough. So I headed back out to the frozen north to see what I could find. And I found an explorer note. Oh, and don't forget the Uties, fear roars, and anal bleeding.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. That was all me.
So we heal up for a bit. Damn. Find a Theory to tame, but Billy must have been mad about that butt whooping he took earlier because he went after everything.
Jesus! What the fuck are you doing, Billy?
I got him calmed down, and then this guy threw a huge hunk of poop at me.
Did you throw poop at me?
I sent back to taming the Theory, and he's still at it with the poop flinging, so I just kept swapping guns until I took them both down. By now it was day 107, and I decided to run home to get some veggies for the Theory and hope he was there when I got back.
Let's give him some taters. I didn't grab any narcotics.
I had to go back for narcotics, and after the day I had, I started to doubt myself.
Pretty sure Murder Chicken's a female.
I cannot remember, though. Was this even the right sex to breed them? Had I wasted another day doing Bob things? Well, I was committed now, so I might as well see it through. It was a good thing I went back for some narcotics because I needed them for the tame. It took a while, and I think Billy was still mad about the crap that went down before. I tamed Lystrasaurus to try to cheer him up. Look how cute he is. Billy was not impressed.
Don't look at me like that.
He can be a little moody sometimes. And since I was bored and in the taming mood, I got another poop count, because why not, right? And while I was doing that, my Theory finished taming, finally.
Right, Theory. What is up, dude? We'll check your stats when we get home.
And then we flew home carrying my new poop cow. I was in a good mood, so I flew home with a song in my heart.
Poop cow flying high. Poop cow. All the poop is brown. And the sky is gray. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
Maybe I should have left that part out.
Hello.
Oh well.
This is Sally.
I introduced the Rexes to our new Lystro, Sally,
Don't step on her. Don't eat her either.
in hopes that they would level a bit faster.
Talking to you, number 11.
Boop. Then I introduced Murder Chicken to Mr. Tickles.
Oh, you are female. Perfect. Let's go over here. Let's get you a little bit of privacy, huh?
And gave them some privacy to get to know each other a little bit.
How you doing? I don't know if she likes you, dude. She didn't poop when you pooped.
It got off to a slow start, but eventually she warmed up to him and started breeding a new Theory army just for me. Let's hatch this bad boy. Never seen a baby Theory. Look at you. Come on, baby murder chicken. I think you're cute. So, I don't really want to talk about it, but I kind of messed up my wiring and my air conditioners. Let's just say don't use an axe near an AC unit and leave it at that. It was a mess. But I got it fixed eventually and learned a valuable lesson. I set the breeding and got a cool color mutation. If you know me, you know I dig on orange, and I'm not big on green. So this was an awesome surprise. It took some advanced calculus to figure out where the stats came from so I could get a good pair, since I had already leveled Murder Chicken, had a mutation, and wasn't really paying attention. Basically being a Bob. But eventually I settled on a pair and let them start making babies.
Don't think about it, okay?
By the end of the day, I'm feeling good. I've got my crops growing, a full Rex army leveling up, the beginnings of my Theory army, and a decent Megatherium that still needs a mate. I still have a lot to do. Beauty, cooking, more tames, get better dinos, and I still want to do some of the fun stuff I skipped over the first time around, like build an awesome treehouse, and maybe tame some dinos that I've never tamed before, like a Quetz or a Bronto. Oh, and a Giga. I want to tame a Giga. Foreshadowing. I worked through the night, and into day 108, I remembered I had a blueprint for a Theory saddle. I named the new dad Julius, because he was orange, and set him to work. After a day of collecting eggs in a heat wave, I decided to go run some drops in a snow area and see what else I could find. I got nothing. And when I got back, the guys were off beating up on a parasaur for some reason.
Stop it.
Probably laughed at them or something. You know how those guys are. I don't know.
Come on, this way.
I spent the rest of the day working on the Theories and got a little burned out on breeding.
Yeah, that was a deuce, not a baby.
Then me and Posey just hung out for a while.
Son of a bitch. Stupid.
On day 109, I crafted up a bunch of tranks and ammo. Somehow I had run out of shotgun ammo. I gave Sally a pat on the head and
have fun.
Then headed back to the snow looking for new tames.
Megatherium. Or a Uti. Either way, it's time to get cold.
Then I had an idea. I had made some pheromone darts while I was messing around crafting, and they had a pretty short oil time rumble. So, I thought it'd be fun to shoot all the low-level UDs with it and get everything to attack them.
Yeah, might as well use them, right? That'll be fun. We'll get some revenge. The hell's my house?
It was mostly Billy's idea, though. He was probably still mad about the anal bleeding. We found our first target, and Billy was excited.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I took my shot and ran, but didn't hear the impact. I think we missed that one, so we just took care of it ourselves.
He did.
All thoughts of revenge faded when we ran across this female 135 Megatherium. The first one was 110, I think, so I had to upgrade. I remembered to swap back to my trank darts. I know, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Shit, where'd he go? Where'd she go? There you are.
But eventually got her down with not too much trouble.
There you go.
And then I flew home to grab some veggies to feed her. Yeah, veggies.
Wait, Megatherium like prime meat. Why did I go get vegetables? I'm just thinking about a theory.
Well, they eat meat. So, I grabbed some prime and tamed her up.
Alright, you get in here.
Maybe I'm a bully, but guys, I still had those pheromone darts. And a dream. A dream to turn the tables and to terrorize a low-level UD. But I feel like they've got it coming. So I found one, and I gave it another shot. It didn't really work out. So I just shot him from a safe distance.
Beat his ass. Get him, Parasaurs! Get him! Get him! Get him, Carno! Didn't really work. Stupid. Man, ain't nobody scared of you.
I really wanted this to work, and tried again
Got him.
with one standing near a few Alpha Carnos.
Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha!
And this happened.
Ah shit.
So I tested it on a mammoth.
Ain't nothing personal, bro.
And well, this happened.
Get him, sheep!
With the little pink sparkles, and counteracted it, I guess.
Nobody wants to beat you up, huh? Stupid pheromone darts. I don't even know what the hell that is. Tropoganthus? Is that even on this map? What the fuck is that? Just give me a Rex saddle, guys. That's all I want. Just a Rex saddle, BP. Doesn't even have to be the best. Just better than what I got.
I grabbed a few drops and called it a day. I had a new Megatherium, but it wasn't over yet between me and the UDs. I needed a new high-level one, and the pheromone darts hadn't really satisfied my need for vengeance. Actually, the pheromone darts kind of just sucked. It's probably me, though.
Damn it! Damn it, that was a 140. Sorry, Bobcat, that could have been your man. My bad. Shot him in the face. Here, you can have some of his meat. Yeah.
Day 111, and we were back in the Redwoods. And I'm reminded I wanted some aloes, too. Not these guys, though. They suck. And to be honest, I probably need a little break from the redwoods, so I decided to run over to my old base, number 2.
What up, fellers?
And grab all the gunpowder I'd left crafting on my first day back. As soon as I get back to the redwoods, I run across a 150 aloe. This is the best you can get.
No, shit! No, 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 no! Shit!
I decided that since I'd be spending so much time here, I should set down a base. I went home to craft up a tree platform, get some supplies, and trade out some dinos. I wanted an aloe, a queen bee, megatherium, and a thylacolea. Bobcat was getting jealous of all the breeding and was starting to give me a hard time about it. So, it was time to do this.
Won't she be doing that?
I have to mix up the searching with building and breeding and resource gathering so I don't get too burned out on any one thing, and there's so much left I want to do in addition to beating the crap out of the alpha broodmother. I wasn't going to let my thirst for revenge ruin my good time in the game. I checked on my crops and crafted up a bunch of ammo and some more shocking tranq darts. If you've got the resources, these darts are so much faster. As day 112 began, I was all packed up and heading back into the redwoods.
I'm cold, I'm hot. Meh. Whiny bitch.
While I was waiting for daylight, we grabbed a few drops and got jumped by a pack of Trudons. I hate those glowy-eyed buggers.
Pretty sure there's another Trudon behind me. Oh god, run away. Billy, help! Run! Suck it, bitch! Am I gonna pass out? I don't want to pass out.
I survived and went to the next yellow drop and was reminded of my very first Rex that took forever to find.
Oh yeah, there's my Rex trap. And this is where I got Crappy Tappy.
Like, it was day 55 or 60. I'm not kidding.
Memories, like the corner of my mind.
I searched around as the sun rose and found that perfect spot for my tree platform. And Billy christened it by dropping a deuce. Thanks, Billy.
I like it. I like it. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. Right here, buddy.
I threw down a sleeping bag for now, just in case something went wrong when we went out searching for that 150 aloe.
There we go. We can sleep under the stars.
Oh, we found him. Now we just need a trap. I'm usually in a hurry and lazy on these, but I don't want to lose this guy. So I went 3x3 and 3 walls high, with 2 entrances and doors that actually close so no one sneaks in on me. I found him and was having trouble getting his attention until I found an aloe tree to tempt him into the trap.
Here, this way. Come on.
Billy likes this idea much better than using his butt as a chew toy.
It's actually working out pretty well. You like this plan better, Billy, don't you?
Billy whines too much, though, if you ask me. I knocked the aloe out and waited for him to tame. I also apologized to Dodicarus we used as bait.
Carry on. All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Dodicarus.
I was super excited. I'd never gotten a 150 aloe before, and I really wanted a good aloe pack. It had been a great day. We picked a spot and set down the beginnings of our treehouse, tamed a max level aloe with no real problems.
Go ahead and eat all that. Have the primate.
As the sun set in the redwoods, I was searching for another megatherium so that I could complete my army. I needed a male to bring home to those 2 females I had already.
Any takers? Any megatherium? Want to come home with Bob? You're gonna have a good job. I got 2 ladies just itching to meet you. You know, we're not gonna look down on the group stuff here. You take your pick.
I like to run drops at night since they're easier to see, and I was feeling lucky after the day I had. And, say it with me, we still need a Rex saddle BP. Still. Day 113 and I'm still running drops. I think Billy is over it since he pooped on my head.
Really?
So I took him home for a rest while I did my chores of leveling the Rex.
What up, guys? What up, chickens? What up, Bobcat?
Making sure everything is put up so we can find it when we need it. Checking on the crops and getting stuck in this stupid hole that for some reason I refuse to fix. Yeah. About midday, I think Billy's had enough rest, so we head up north to see what we can find.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, God. Yep, that's the one.
And we found a decent Yudi. But first, I had to kill off all his buddies before I could try to knock him out. I got off Billy and kept my distance, hoping to avoid some of my mistakes from last time. I took my time and picked off anything that looked like it would get in the way. I was getting some good shots on him, but he kept running farther down the mountain and into other animals, and then I just lost him.
Come on.
And just as I was beginning to lose hope, I spotted him again on the beach. His black fur blended in with the dark rocks and sand, so I had trouble seeing him. It was a mess down there, and I needed to clear it before resuming the tame. But by the time I'd cleared the area, though, it was getting dark, and I lost him again. It's just my luck.
Hey, get out of the water, dumbass. Yes, get out of the water!
He spent the night swimming, and on day 114, I finally chased him to the island off this coast and knocked him down. And then a pack of wolves showed up.
Shit, run!
And an RG. I put some wooden stakes down and fed the RG to my new friend. It had been a ridiculous process to knock that guy down, and once he tamed, I was freezing to death, so I put him in a cryopod and got the heck out of there. I don't want to get cocky, but I didn't die one time taming a Yeti this time. Since I'd used a ridiculous amount of darts, I had to make some more. We still have some more dinos we need to find and tame. But first, I had to go on a metal run. And when we got back, an unwanted visitor tried to sneak in. I got it, thank you. After I loaded the metal in the industrial forge, I spent the rest of the day cleaning up and doing chores. If you don't do it, ARK can turn into a big grind. That's why I like to do a little bit of everything as I go. I've got 2 fuzzy ladies looking for a man. On day 115, I'm back in the cold looking for that megatherium so I can breed up an army. All I'm finding are you guys. You think I found one? Nope, I found a Giga. Giga, whatever the fuck it's called. Hello. Would you like to come home with Bob? You look like you would. You're only level 15, but whatever. You stay here, okay? I'll be back. We talked and decided he should come home with me. So I dropped everything to try to tame it. Just the kind of random shit I'm looking for. This would be my first time trying to tame a Giga, so I was super excited. Good thing I had just gone on that metal run because I needed to build a metal trap for the Giga. He would just tear through anything other than metal. I did need to go on a stone run so I could make some more cementing paste though, and spent the rest of the day building the pieces for the biggest trap I'd ever made. This is gonna be awesome. Gotta love it when you plan ahead. Day 16 and I was getting super tired of the Rexes getting in my face every time I went into the pack to try to level them up, so I disabled ally looking and then copied the settings to the nearby Rexes. Does that mean y'all will stop looking at me? What you looking at? You're not supposed to look at me. Feels a little better. Still toes and turds everywhere. It kinda worked. Toes and turds. As the sun came up, I finished my crafting and headed back to the frozen mountain to find the Giga. Build a trap and make him mine. But I forgot to pack a lunch. So I had to get takeout. Finding a flat spot to build, close enough to draw him over, but not too close to aggro him, was proving harder than I thought. And blood spurts from my anus. I cleared the area of everything I ran across while I was looking, but this happened. Is that you down there, bud? Yes, it is. As the sun went down, I picked a spot and started building. It was not flat, but I think I can make it work. So let's give you a wide berth. While I was building, the Giga kept wandering closer and closer. Don't come over here. Nothing to see. Wait till I'm done. It's a surprise. I was pretty freaked out. Not gonna lie. I built as fast as I could. But I couldn't get a snap point here, so there's this big hole in the side. I just had to free place it the best I could and hope it worked out.
I think we'll be fine.
As I'm trying to figure out how to do the ramp, given the terrain, Mr. Giga decided to come have a look.
Run!
I hid in the trap and quickly realized how big he actually was.
All of a sudden, the cage looks too small. Go away. Not yet. I'm not ready. Oh, God.
He leaned over the side and took a bite out of me.
I know. I'm pooping myself, too. You will be mine. Oh, yes. You will be mine.
It had crossed over to day 117 and we were still trying to figure out the Giga trap, while not freezing to death or getting eaten by said Giga. So I gave myself a little pep talk.
Bob will get a Giga. Or die. You never know.
And went back to work.
All right, stay here. Be cool, okay?
It didn't want to leave, so I tried sneaking over to the other side to do some work, hoping he wouldn't notice me. But he did.
I'm scared. I'm scared. God, let's get closer. That thing is so scary.
He'd run me off and I'd come back. It was a little game we played. But look at this expert craftsmanship, guys. Follow me for more build tips. Because it was freezing and I was losing health when not holding a torch, I went through my food and had to go make some more. Bonus though, the fire kept me from freezing, but it kept me from working on my Giga pin. I need that Giga. About mid-morning, it was warm enough to get back to work, and the Giga had wandered off a little ways, so I jumped back on the build.
Whatever, that's good enough. I don't care. I don't care. Look how stupid this looks. I think it's gonna work, though. Yes, yes, it looks stupid. Shut up. Never tamed a Giga. Only ever run away from one. Ah! Ha ha ha! You're mine now, biatch. Don't you get out of there. Oh, he's down. Honestly, wasn't bad. All right, well, I gotta say, maybe if I get a higher level one, but supremely disappointing. Supremely disappointing. Tiny, you suck. I mean, you are a quick way to get on the roof, so I gotta give you that.
After the disappointment of the Giga, I took Martha out to run some drops overnight, ever hopeful that I will actually get something useful in one of them. And I don't. I don't. And as midnight and the next day approached, I sat with Martha in the moonlight, reflecting on the excitement of taming my first Giga, coupled with the reality of the disappointment in his abilities. As the sun came up on day 118, it was quiet, and I was raiding beaver dams near the redwoods.
Where is everybody? There you are.
They didn't much appreciate it. I ran home, unpacked, and decided to head back underwater just to do something different. I didn't really have a plan for this and just wanted to do some exploring. I got to the water and threw out my Bassie and Baryonyx and realized I'd never named them.
What up?
I named the Bassie Sally and the Berry I named Karen. Everybody needs a Karen, right? Right after that, I saw an alpha lead sickness.
Can we kill that? I don't know if we can kill that or not. You want to try and see what happens? Come on, Karen, let's go.
And decided I'd try to kill it. It was only level 1.
All right, it's only hitting for 80. Oh yeah, we totally crushed that damn thing.
We wrecked it.
Made you our bitch, didn't we? That's right, Karen. Don't take no shit off nobody. That is the lots of raw prime fish meat.
And I got a captain's hat skin. Next I saw what I thought was a plesiosaur, but it was called something else.
The hell's a lepro? What the shit is that? I thought that was a pleasy. What is it called?
Still have no idea what that was.
Oh god, he's coming right for us.
It had some weird sparkles around it and did this whirlpool thing and disappeared. I'm not sure if I ate it or what, but I didn't see I got anything from it. These Cnidaria showed up, which are stinging jellyfish things, but they don't affect the Bassie I'm riding on, so we just munched on them too. Karen, on the other hand, does get a few shocks. It's okay, she probably needs it. And now I had some more biotoxin I can use to make more shocking trank darts, which I had been burning through lately. We went around killing stuff to level, and I got this Candy Cane Club skin from this alpha. But Karen was taking all the kills, and I really wanted to level up my Bassie to around 50,000 health, so I stuffed Karen back in a Pokeball and continued on with just Sally.
Karen's stealing all our XP. Don't get.
I'd like to find a mate for Sally, but we ran across this other female Bassie, and Sally wasn't having any of it.
I'm looking for a man, and you're up in here in the way.
After that little incident, I gave Sally some space and tried on my new captain's hat.
Pirate Bob. Finally happened. Always end up a pirate.
We swam for a while, and I ran across an old friend from my first 100 days, so we stopped to say hi. I couldn't remember if that big whale thing could destroy stone or not, but he's sure trying, and I don't want to find out. Day 119, and I'm still underwater having fun. I was trying to get better at fighting with Sally and not just tanking everything, and wouldn't you know it, if you swim in circles, you don't get hit as much as if you're just sitting there taking it.
Yes, I'm the guy in the boat that you chase.
Who knew? Riding these things is like being on a huge sausage, and that doesn't always turn out well. You gotta point the bitey end in the right direction and protect the dangly bits. It takes a little longer, but it's worth it if you protect your dangly bits. Trust me on this. We stayed down low too long and the pressure got to me, so Sally took me up for a rest. I was feeling better, so we headed back down towards these bubbles, and I found a cool underwater cave. It was too deep for Sally, so we didn't stay long since she was taking damage. Bassies aren't made to go that deep, so when you do, they will take crushing damage.
Hello.
I came across one of the underwater artifact caves and decided to give it a run on Sally. We peeked our heads in and were greeted immediately by 7 high-level sharks, and I had to remember to keep moving so I didn't get wrecked. I was doing good until I ran out of stamina, and I had to stop moving. Sally took a bit of a beating, and we got 2 levels out of it, and I pumped them into health and pushed farther in the cave. And score. I've been looking for something to give me black pearls, and these Eurypterids were just the thing. I needed black pearls to build the tech stuff I had learned from the boss fights on the first 100 days, and really hadn't found a good way to get them consistently. Unfortunately, I only got 11, and I needed hundreds of them.
150 black pearls. Jesus.
I saw a giant squid, and that also gives you black pearls, so I took him down too, and got a few more. They do blind you with ink when they try to run, but in the caves there was nowhere for it to go, so I just kept biting and finished it off. Nom nom nom. We went a little farther, but it was taking Sally a while to heal after these beatings, and I was getting impatient, so we headed out to discover that now it was day 120. I'd had enough of the water, so we found Billy, packed up, and headed for home. I grabbed a few drops, then picked up some cementing paste and honey along the way. I spent the rest of the day putting everything away, leveling the Rexes, checking on the crops, feeding the dinos, and ended it up with a metal run. Day 121 was a confusing day for me. I discovered I already had a Sally, and that left me questioning myself. After I sorted that out, I headed to the redwoods with some of my gathering dinos so I could start work on my treehouse, and maybe find a bear to help me gather bee honey, because I really wanted to be able to make sweet veggie cakes in bulk for my Theory army that I was breeding. First, I set down some tree sap taps to start gathering. I can't remember what I needed the tree sap for, but it's a thing, so we should probably get some, right? I always open each one first because sometimes they won't collect until you look at them. That may have been fixed now, I don't really know. I threw out Kid Dickerus to gather some stones and started collecting resources. He was pretty excited to be out, so he was smacking everything he saw, including this Pego. Billy decided to get in on it too and started chasing this Megalosaurus around. I guess he was hungry or something? I'm not really sure. Next I got out my beaver, and boy was she excited at the sight of all that wood. She went to town on it, let me tell you. Now that I had a ton of resources, I set to building. I had glanced at a few videos to get some treehouse ideas and wanted to give it a go. So I started laying down fence foundations, and over the next 20 minutes, got increasingly frustrated at the process and decided I need help. So back to YouTube for answers. I spent the next 3 days grinding supplies and building base parts for an amazing treehouse design I wanted to try. I'll post a link in the description, but I'm sure many of you will recognize it from Aaron Longstaff. He's an amazing builder, a really cool guy, and what an awesome name too, Longstaff. Wish I was Bob Longstaff. Anyway, let's cue the building montage.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? Supposed to feel. How is it supposed to feel? How is it supposed to feel? They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread, with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
On day 129, after a week of building the treehouse, I finally went back home and was able to get a decent harvest from my rooftop veggie garden. Tiny had been keeping an eye on it for me. Good job, Tiny. I was getting better at jumping through that hole in my roof, though. Maybe I'll fix it one day, but probably not. While I was working, I noticed 2 red drops coming down, and as I got closer, I saw a third one and discovered they had rings on them, which meant they were even better loot. Holy smokes. Totally gonna get all of these. Come to Bob. Bring me the saddles. Don't crush my head. Oh, don't crush my head! Gotta be kidding me. Really? And we got nothing we could use. Alright, well, that was a bunch of running around for nothing. But I did run across this male level 100 Megatherium and decided that was good enough. I had 2 ladies waiting at the house and they were ready to get down to business. My success with the others convinced me that I didn't need traps anymore since I was so awesome at taming stuff. Run, run, run! Oh god, these guys are fast. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Okay, so lesson learned. Those guys are fast. Luckily, I wasn't far from my base, so I grabbed Martha and hurried back. Come on, don't get out of there. I'm always wearing armor, so I took a moment to admire my hair flowing in the breeze. My beautiful hair, though. I mean, come on. After I grabbed my stuff, I tried to get him in the trap from before, and it worked just as good as last time, which is to say, it didn't work. Dude, you're supposed to stay in there. Come on. So I chased him around, shooting him in the butt. Got him. What's up, bro? Once I had my new male breeder tamed, I named him Lucky and stuck him in my pocket. Since he only tamed out to 149, I made a few more loops around just in case there was something better, and I admired my work on the Giga Trap from earlier. What a piece of shit. Since I was over there, I decided to do a polymer run as well.
Penguins.
I had a new candy cane skin for my club, so I was feeling a little festive.
Where are you? I brought you a candy cane. Think you'll like it.
Brought you a candy cane. Check it out. Is this making any better, guys? Shooting penguins in the head. Pretty soon they'll all be dead. And then I'll give them a whack with my candy cane stick. Shooting all the penguins in the head. Beating penguins with a candy cane. Yes, it's sick, but I didn't make the game. Talk to the devs, don't yell at Bob. I just like to beat a penguin with a stick. On my way home, I stopped by a drop to craft some more cryopods. When this happened, after my little nap, I was back to crafting cryopods. Nothing to see here, folks. Day 130, I ended up crafting over 40 new cryopods and then headed home to start my Megatherium army breeding project.
Oh, don't go in there. Trust me, it's bad. Nothing but tails and assholes in there.
First, we had to get all the good stats on a pair, and then we had to breed an army from them.
You guys mind? You guys mind if these guys do it right next to you? Is that weird? I feel like it's a little weird.
Apparently, my guys were getting hungry because as soon as I shot this guy, they all rushed over to eat him.
No!
I bred them through the night, and on day 131, I had my breeders, Black Widow and Mr. Lucky.
All right, Mr. Lucky, Black Widow, make me an army and get my revenge.
Black Widow had gone through a few partners, and, well, Mr. Lucky was hoping for better luck than his predecessors. I also had a group of what I called the B team that had this set of twins that almost had good stats. I named them Itchy and Scratchy. It was getting pretty cramped, so as I got my Rexes to 40k health, fully healed, I cryoed them and put them in the fridge to make room for everything else. But about half the time I forgot, I had a full cryo in my hand, and well, it was probably pretty confusing for the Rexes. I was still working on my theories, but since I didn't have access to sweet veggie cakes in bulk, it was mostly just collecting eggs at this point. See, the sweet veggie cakes would allow the herbivores to heal in battle, and they could eat them on their own, which is great. But I still need some beehives to be able to farm enough honey to make it feasible. Look at Tiny back there keeping watch. He looks scary, but he's just a big baby, and basically my elevator to get on the roof easier now. Day 132, and I was still at it. I was making saddles and healing the fuzzy army as they leveled, but I was really concerned about the amount of health they had and the amount they were getting for each level. I'm not sure I feel good about this, but we kept on with it. I had also decided that I might as well raise some theories at the same time since I was stuck at the house for the next few days. It got pretty crazy. Come on. I was finding babies everywhere. Aren't they cute though? With those big eyes and murder claws. Yeah. This is where a tribe would definitely make a big difference. Doing all this breeding solo and managing all the imprints timers was a grind, but it had to be done and I wanted my revenge on that stupid spider. So I kept at it. The boredom was getting to everyone, and some of the adolescent Megatherium were getting a little, let's say, restless.
What are you doing, bro? Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Bad. Stop it. All right, come on. Come over here, you weirdos.
And the temperature was just right so that the Theria eggs were hatching on their own, and I got a few bonus babies.
Oh, shit.
Or happy little accidents.
But I told y'all to quit. Murder chicken, get over here. Stop getting knocked up.
I needed to get out, so I took a team of Megatherium out to gather meat and level. They hit okay, but man, when they got a hold of a bug and got that bug rage, it was a whole nother story. Wow. I see why you guys recommended them for the big spider boss. I just need to get their health up high enough to withstand her. I was grinding a ton of resources too to make all the saddles needed for these guys. Even though I wasn't going to ride most of them, the saddles offer armor protection, and unlike my armor, they don't take damage and break in a fight, which is pretty nice. And because I had herbivores and carnivores being raised at the same time, I had to keep Mike running berries in between the meat runs to keep everyone fed. As we passed over to day 134, I went out to make another 2 cryo fridges to house all our new dinos we'd bred up. An added bonus of putting everyone away was I didn't have to feed them anymore. Wish that had occurred to me a little bit sooner, but better late than never, I guess. I needed a break from the kids, so I decided to go run a few caves to get the artifacts I needed for the boss fight.
And it's my first cave.
It had been a little while, and I forgot not to wear my good armor around Arthropluras, so I made some cheap hide armor and headed back in. Bobcat and I made quick work of the cave and grabbed the artifact. Since it was so close to the base, I could run home, drop it off, grab a snack, and then run in again. Day 135, I took Karen into the next cave to give her a little fun time too, and she had a field day in there. Unfortunately, I wouldn't admit I was lost, and I kept going in the water and freezing, so I was slowing us way down, waiting to heal up. Karen got tired of my crap and tried to leave me.
Get over here. Karen, what the hell are you doing?
Luckily, I convinced her to stay and took the easy way out.
Come here.
Then I remembered this is the cave that I was supposed to use a grappling hook to go in the easy way. My bad, Karen. She wasn't gonna let me forget that. I put the artifact in a box and then ran in again to get another one. This time, I went the easy way. Then Karen told me we didn't even need the grappling hook and she could get me up there on her own. She was right, so we grabbed a third one for good measure.
Got it.
Thanks, Karen. Then I realized I didn't actually need this artifact for the broodmother, so I ran and got the artifact of the hunter, which was super easy and actually one we needed. Next, we were on to the lava cave and the artifact of the massive.
Not dying this time.
Last time I had a bad experience in this cave, so I was being careful and I grabbed it without incident. I was exploring the caves more, looking for loot crates when this happened.
No! Fucking idiot! That fucking hurts.
What were you thinking, man?
You cocky bastard. You dumb cocky bastard.
I grabbed what I could off Billy, and after a little motivational speech, I ran back in looking for Karen, praying she wasn't already dead. I did have a Megatherium on me, a Crossy, and a few pieces of ghillie armor. My heart was pounding, and I got a little bit lost.
Son of a bitch, where am I?
I was whistling like crazy, hoping they would hear me when I finally found them, and I saw that Betty was fine. But Karen was just chilling in the lava, taking damage. I managed to save my dinos and only lost the kit I had on my body. But we had to run out of there and straight to the water because my torpor was rising and I was about to pass out from dehydration.
That's alright, Karen. You can choke me a little bit if it makes you feel better.
By the time we made it out of the cave, it was day 136, and we stopped by the green obelisk to drop off the artifacts and double check what we needed to summon the boss. You can only carry one artifact at a time, and the only dino I know of that can help is an otter, so I kept looking by the waterways as we flew, but just hadn't run across one yet. As we flew home, I took inventory.
Let's see, I need new guns, more ammo, 2 sets of armor.
When we got there, Murder Chicken was waiting up for us, and I felt like I needed to explain.
What up, Murder Chicken? So, I know this isn't what I was wearing when I left, but, see, I fell in the lava. Nobody died. Nobody died. I threw Karen in the lava, but this dumbass just jumped in after I told him not to.
Day 137, I figured out I could make my Megatherium army sit down, and I don't know why, but I thought it was super cool. So I sat them all in a big circle. I spent the rest of the day making a new kit, and I started cooking. First, I wanted to make some sweet veggie cakes, and that reminded me that I needed a lot more honey. Next, it was med brews, but that had me running water from my tanks out back. I don't recommend this, it was stupid, but I was just trying to get it done and move on. After that was Freya Curry to keep me warm since I still only had one piece of upgraded fur armor. Day 138, and I decided to take out my group of fuzzy warriors to level up. But guess who was in my group? Yeah, Humpy McHumpface over here.
Why do you have to hump everything? Would you stop? Big monkey.
We ran over to the redwoods and ran across a Bigfoot, who is pretty small compared to everything else in ARK.
I see you, baby. Big in that ass.
I wanted it. I needed it. So I stalked him and shoved some berries up his butt. I named him Big Monkey Bob, and he carried me through the swamp, which was a bad idea because we immediately got leeches. And, well,
there we go. God damn. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. I'm dead, and you're still sucking me. Bro, you're supposed to be on that, Bob. I hate you. There you are, you son of a bitch. All right, well, I don't know why I can see it when it's on you. All right, well, we got a bed here now, so that's something. Come on, let's go.
Then I got an idea. You know, one of those hold my beer ideas. If it works, it's awesome. But it didn't. Nope. You know, because I'm still Bob after all. We had a few more leech problems, but at least now I knew how to handle it.
Okay. All right, well, that almost killed me.
I spent day 139 smashing trees because I realized it was a much faster way to level these guys up. It's kind of dumb, but we were on a mission here, and this was going to get me back to the broodmother even faster. We made it back home and messed around for a bit.
Oh god, not too far! I love the monkey. I love you, Big Monkey Bob.
I saw this guy near the house, so I grabbed him too to help with leveling.
You will be, wiener dog.
And we ended the day with a nice barbecue. Starting on day 140, I spent the next couple days leveling up all my Megatherium to 20,000 health. They only started around 5k, so it took a bit to get them there, but eventually we made it. I wasn't sure that this was going to be enough to take on the Alpha Broodmother, but I still had my Revenge Rex army, and they definitely wanted to have a crack at her. And since I had put Tiny, my Giga, away, I was still working out a better way to get on the roof.
Yeah! Damn, girl. Does holding it down longer make him throw it longer? Let's see. For science. Nope. There we go.
I also realized I had misplaced a Megatherium or two when we were level
17. I got 17? I thought I had 18. Did I lose one? I think I lost one.
They kept getting stuck on rocks and stuff, so now I'm down to about 17, counting the ones outside. I have no idea where they are. Even though they didn't have the best stats, I drafted Itchy and Scratchy into the Fuzzy Army since I was down a couple.
Been quiet, Dodo.
And I took them out to level up as well. They didn't hit as hard, but I was confident they could get caught up with the rest of the team. It was now day 142, and I was finishing up with these guys. I started naming them. This one was named Bug Spray, and this guy is State Puffed, like the Marshmallow Man. I loaded up the Fuzzy Army, grabbed the tributes, but I still needed a few more Sarco skins and Titanoboa venom, so I headed to the swamp to do some collecting. The bugs were nuts, and I ended up chasing Billy all over the place.
Come here. Billy! Billy! Stop chasing the bugs!
In fact, he even ran into a cave with me.
What the hell?
Apparently, I had cave flyers on and didn't realize
How
it.
the hell did you get in here? You're not supposed to be in here.
By the way, caves are actually a really good place to get Titanoboa venom if you're in a pinch.
Don't yell at me like that.
I grabbed all the tributes I could carry at once and took them to Green Ob. Day 143, I continued to get ready for the boss fight while I was waiting on the last few guys to heal up. I got tired of waiting on Doc to passively heal them, so I force-fed the last one just so I could get going. I had stuffed Doc so much he was having a poop problem.
Guess I should have let you move, huh? Sorry about that.
But no time to worry about that. We had a boss to fight, so I packed him up, pet Hot Dog one last time for good luck, and headed out.
Today is the day. You ready, Billy? You ready? This is for Mr. Snuffleupagus in my Rex army.
I'm taking my lessons, and this time I'm facing all the tames out so we don't have the same cluster we did last time. All the levels from this point were going into melee, and I really just want to see what these guys can do. Since Itchy and Scratchy kind of sucked, I paired them up with a buddy to help them out.
All right, this is your buddy, Itchy, okay? Stay with your buddy.
I had named my best one Splinter because he totally looks like a mutated rat from Ninja Turtles. I just hope he can fight as well.
All right, stop. Dude! Humpy? I can't even change your name until you stop humping. Good luck, Humpy. Dude, I'm scared. Why am I scared? 'Cause I got my ass beat last time I did this. All right, here we go, 30 seconds.
I'd never used these guys, so I wanted to go with the beta first just to see how they did. I wasn't willing to risk my UD on them since I only had one.
Uh-oh.
So they needed to be good against the beta on their own to convince me that they could handle the alpha.
All right, well, looks like I'm riding raid.
Yeah, so in my first test with Megatherium, I have deduced they need more than 20,000 hit points.
Fuck her up!
And or a better saddle because we lost over half of them to the beta. At least now I have a good idea as to what they could do.
It's not going down as fast as I wanted it to. What are these 300s back there? Must be Itchy and Scratchy. Those guys suck. Come on. No! Humpy went down! Down goes Humpy! Stay puffed! Oh, that's not good. Like I should have leveled you bitches up some more. Oh, fuck. This is familiar. Way too familiar. Come on! Come on, guys! We can do this! We can do this! I'm glad I didn't start with the alpha. More hit points. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Don't you fucking die on me! Oh god, come on, come on, come on! Fuck it up! Come on! Itchy, are you just sitting there? Come on, Itchy, do something! Fuck me.
Positive is, we moved around very well and I didn't die, so it was a success in my book.
Alright, well, let's grab some saddles. You guys, holy smokes, look at you. Splinter. Splinter, so glad you had 27,000 HP. Alright, you guys just chill here, okay? You did good. You did real good. I mean, you could have done better, but the ones who didn't do good are dead, so that'll be fine. I think we all saw Humpy going down as the first one. I mean, let's be honest, Humpy was kind of a weirdo. State Puffed, I'm kind of sad about. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go get some cooked food for these guys, okay? And start breeding some more.
I forgot to cook the meat for Doc, so I had to run home and get it.
Well, hey, little guy.
It occurred to me that they all had the same stats, so I might as well just let them breed here while they healed. That way Doc could heal the offsprings as well. Nothing like a little baby making after a good fight. Am I right? And look, we got a new little Humpy. It didn't take long with all those guys, and by morning of day 144, we had a new batch of recruits for the Fuzzy Army. After I got the imprints, I left them to heal and went back to check on my Revenge Rex army. I know I had gotten them all to 40k health, but I wanted to get their melee up to around 1000%, so I needed to see how many levels they'd gotten while waiting in the cryo fridge. We didn't have far to go, so we spent the next 2 days leveling the Rexes while I was waiting on my Megatheriums to grow up. I started day 148 back at the Green Ob, checking on my Fuzzy army. I brought over some saddles for the new guys and filled up the feeding trough. Was starting to put away the guys that were fully healed up to help with the food load. Poor Doc was working overtime, and the poops were really getting to him. I brought my Yudi over, who I had leveled up and also needed some healing. I was dying to get back into the boss fight arena and still wasn't sure which way I was going to go with this alpha fight. Either way, I was bringing the Yudi for sure this time, so I gave him a bunch of health. While they were healing, I ran to go get the other artifacts I needed.
Massive.
I still needed more Titanoboa venom, so I went to the caves and got it pretty quickly.
There we go. Jesus, scared the piss out of me. Not cool, man. How we doing? Getting there.
I had enough tribute now to do another beta test before I did the alpha boss fight. The next morning, I started cramming Rexes onto the pad to see if I could fit everyone on facing out this time. It was time for the Rexes beta test. I stood in the middle of the obelisk with my Yudi, surrounded by tails and assholes, ready to face my fears.
All right, guys. Last time, we're not going to talk about it, okay? Oh my God, all I see is assholes. I'm surrounded by assholes. I'm going to go ahead and enable auto courage just in case something bad happens. All right, come on. We're not going to freak out. We're going to be calm. God damn it. Here we go again.
And when we loaded in, it was chaos again.
All right, where the fuck are you?
And I couldn't find my Yudi. Just as everyone started to run for the broodmother, she fired her venom at me in a shot that would have certainly killed me.
Gotcha.
If I had been 1 second later, that would have hit me.
There we go.
I would have died and every one of these dinos would have been lost, but I made it. Finally, things are starting to break in my favor.
Dude, you guys are killing it. Y'all are doing much better.
I sat back on my Yudi and let the Rexes do their thing, encouraging and strengthening them with my courage roll. They didn't hit quite as hard, but they still wrecked her with 0 casualties. And this facing out thing was definitely the way to go, as they surrounded her easily.
You guys whooped her ass. How we doing? You guys took a little bit of a beating. That's right, yell it up, buddy.
When we got back from the fight, it was a cluster, as usual.
Oh my God. Oh God. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay.
I could definitely see a more leveled up Megatherium army with a Yudi taking down the Alpha. But I wanted it now, and my Revenge Rex army was the one I decided to bet it all on.
Forgot to take you with me.
I left the Rexes to heal and ran home to get some food, put away my Broodmother trophy, and make a few more grappling hooks.
Yay, grappling hooks. Mega rabies. I didn't get rabies at all last time. What's that? Getting the mad rabies now.
I had to hit the caves one more time to get another set of tributes for the Alpha boss fight. And wouldn't you know it, I got mega rabies. And fell in the lava.
Fuck. Almost died.
And forgot my crossbow.
Did I not bring my fucking crossbow?
Maybe things weren't going my way after all.
Come on,
It was
Bob.
getting late IRL, so after getting everything ready, I decided to call it a night. I had wasted a day messing around in the caves and stalling, so it was now day 151, and I woke up excited and ready to face the day.
I love you guys, you big, beautiful Rexes. Gorgeous, all of you.
I made a few changes to my Yudi to keep him from running off this time and got ready for the fight. The Alpha Broodmother fight. The fight we had been preparing for this whole time.
All right, bitch, we're coming back for you. You can do this, Bob. You can do this.
God, please don't let me screw this up again.
All right, no going back now. Don't be scared, boys and girls. We own this one.
If you missed the last video, at the end we faced the Alpha Broodmother, and I couldn't find my UD Mr. Snuffleupagus in the massive Rex bodies. So I just jumped on a Rex and tried my best. The UD was not on auto courage, since I intended to ride him. So he ran in and got murdered immediately. Then she slowly picked off the rest of us, decimating my whole army and 100 days worth of work. I had everyone set, so I paused the game for a minute to go pee. I was nervous, okay?
There she is.
I hesitated, as I was about to engage the fight. I tried to stay positive to encourage the troops.
All right, what am I doing? Roar!
It did not start off well, but we did regroup.
What are y'all doing? Attack! All right, y'all mess her up. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Come on, you can do it. Let's get even. It's revenge time. You can do it. No time for pooping. Do it. Finish her. Suck it. Suck it. Let me stand on you and teabag you. Suck it, you stupid bitch. I hate you. Yes, you like that? You like that? Nobody died. Nobody died. That's how we do. That's how we do.
We did it. I may have gone a little overboard with my celebration, but after everything I've been through, I feel like it was warranted. All this work, and I finally felt the sweet taste of victory.
Billy, it was glorious. It was glorious. Told you it would work this time. You didn't believe me. Look at you. That condescending look. You still don't care, do you? Shut up.
We avenged our brothers and sisters and completed our task. Guys, if you made it all the way to the end with me, please let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to hit that like button. It definitely helps out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you're going to be a Bob, have fun with it.
We did it. We did it. I kicked that bitch's ass.